Hey everybody, Healthy Prepper here with some garage sale preps. I went out this weekend, did some garage sailing, and this is what I found related to prepper items. I'm a big believer in candles. Anytime you see candles for a good deal, I grab them. And I just keep them in a big bin, and I just keep loading the bin full. And I found at this one, I would call it an estate sale, they had this set of candles here, 5 cents each. I didn't even negotiate, I just said I'll take them all. They're not pretty, they're not something I would pull out at holiday time because they're all different colors and banged up and that kind of stuff, but these are emergency candles in case the lights go out, the grid goes down, we've got light. And anything like a decent sized candle like this, I try and get a price point of about 25 cents. So these candles were all 25 cents each. I think that's a good buy price. Wax is really expensive, and one reason why I think it's important to have alternative forms of light source in any SHTF situation is your workable hours really get reduced once you're in the dark. And if you even have one candle, you can be mapping out a plan for the next day, mapping out a strategy, mapping out how to secure your location better. You can be reading hard copy books that you have on local edible plants. I mean, you could be doing a lot of things in the dark, you know, with a little bit of light, that if you don't have some backup candles, you are basically going to sleep. Okay, so I came across some mothballs, and I hadn't really thought about this before, but I think this is a great prepper item. I even thought of possibly tossing some into my bug out bag, as well as some clothes that I have that are stored away for prepping, that I, you know, like underwear and socks and stuff like that, just in case. But it might be a good idea to throw some mothballs in the old cedar chest, keep them a little fresher. I found this hat. This military hat, and I really, really liked it. It actually fit my pumpkin, so I was very excited about that. I'll just toss it in the washer. Very nice young gentleman was selling his combat wear, and I always appreciate supporting the vets. I did come across a AM/FM weather band radio, Jensen, you know, not the greatest brand or anything. She said it's new. It was marked 5. I paid 3 for it. I don't know if I overpaid or if it'll even be, maybe it's just a piece of junk, but at least it's something. You know, I'll try and put that in a protected, you know, my version of a Faraday cage to protect it from EMP. I always like to pick up any tools or, you know, useful items for building. When I see a decent quality item, I thought this was good for $1 tape measure. I think these are drywall nails, but 50 cents for the bucket. I thought that was worth it. Yeah, I was at Home Depot trying to buy some nails the other day and almost passed out when I see the price of them. A nice backstock of cotton for 50 cents. This has many uses, just straight cotton batting here. Very tight roll, so there's a lot of it in there. This is probably some, you know, I don't know if it's a, you know, sewing use or industrial use, but definitely good to have some cotton. You can do a lot of things with that. I'll do a video on that. Okay, was happy to find this, and those of you who are out there looking for food saver type items, food sealer type items, garage sales, if you don't have a lot of cash, are an excellent place to get these things. A lot of people purchase them, never use them, or they think that the bags are too expensive, so they just like unload everything. Now, this particular stash had some of the vacuum sealable containers, this one and this one. I think they had everything marked $3.50, and she took $2 for the lot of it. It didn't have the actual sealer machine, but I see these things out there all the time at garage sales. So if you are in the market for a food saver / sealer, something like that, and cash is an issue, definitely keep hunting the garage sales, because you will find them. They're like the George Foreman grills. They're everywhere at the garage sales. Here's a little interesting thing I found, which I don't know. I just thought I'd definitely find a purpose for it. And I think it's, maybe somebody else knows what it is out there, some type of caliper or width measuring thing. It's a very heavy piece. It is made in the USA. Some type of, but I knew it was a good tool, and I could see that it could be used to take very sensitive widths of things. If anybody knows what this is, I'd love to hear what you think. It is. All right, spotted this out there. This is one of these deals. It's from IKEA, but I like the storage capacity. It's very tall. It goes from floor to ceiling, and I can put all sorts of different things in there to help with prepping supplies. Okay, did we get everything? Nope. Oh yeah, somebody was unloading their coin tubes, and I've been thinking about doing some coining as well. So I grabbed those, and those were a couple bucks for the whole lot. So there you go, folks. Here's the score. Always consider the garage sale / estate sale. There's so many goodies out there. Don't overpay for anything, because there's always another one around the corner or next weekend, and only get stuff you really think you're going to use. And you know, obviously it's hard to get coupons for, you know, stuff like this unless you go to Harbor Freight and get 20% off, but I don't think I could get it for $1 either way. Oh, come on, focus, little guy. There we go. Okay, so happy and healthy garage sailing and prepping. Another resource of prepping items for everyone. Take care, everybody. Happy and healthy prepping.